Oxidative stress is one of the root causes of chronic diseases, and it's also the root cause of aging. And I really want to combat both of those for my own personal self. I want to look young and I want to be healthy. And so, knowing about and doing things to purposely combat oxidative stress is in my best interest. And most of my patients are very interested in this too. So, let me talk about oxidative stress. And I'm going to share with you one of my favorite pictures that makes this complicated process very easy to understand. So I'm going to share my screen here and show you this picture of two mitochondria. So we have so many mitochondria inside of our cells, and the mitochondria is where we take the food we eat and convert it into energy. Okay. And this picture is showing two mitochondria. The one on the left here is a healthy mitochondria. The one on the right is not so healthy. Let's look at the healthy one first. So in this mitochondria, nutrients, that's food, combines with oxygen and comes through the mitochondria. And out the other end come these whole bunch of these green dots, which are called ATP, which means energy. So food comes in, mixes with oxygen, energy is created. And this is the energy to fuel your body. It's not just the energy for how energetic you feel, but it's the energy to make your brain work properly and your liver to detoxify properly and your kidneys to work and your heart. All your whole entire body systems run on energy. Now, when we're making energy, a waste product also happens. And that's depicted by these little tiny red dots over here. These are called free radicals. And it's inevitable. When we make energy, we make waste products. It's like when we drive our cars, we burn the fuel and exhaust comes out of our tailpipe. It's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about that. But what you want to make sure is that you're binding up those free radicals with antioxidants. And if you are not, those free radicals can go on to damage mitochondria, damage cells, damage DNA, cause disease, cause wrinkles, cause lots of problems. And you can bind up those free radicals with antioxidants from your diet. Okay, so fruits and vegetables and green tea and all kinds of things have rich antioxidants in them that can bind up those free radicals. You can also bind them up with supplements if you don't think you're getting enough in your diet. But the key is you want to have more antioxidants in your diet than you do free radicals that are coming from your energy production. If you don't have that properly balanced, those free radicals will damage, like I said, cells and DNA and cause all kinds of problems. It'll also damage mitochondria. And over time, your mitochondria will start to look like this shriveled up guy on the right. Okay. So on this guy over here, the nutrients are coming in just like previously, combining with oxygen. And energy is being made, but you can see much less energy is being made here than over here. Lots of green dots over here, very few green dots over here. And then look at how many red dots we have here versus the red dots over here. We're making lots of free radicals instead of small amounts of free radicals. So you can imagine your need for antioxidants is much greater in this situation. And your energy production is low. And this is going to contribute really to poor metabolism as well, because your body needs energy to run. And since you have low energy production, you're going to have to eat more food to get the energy you need. And that is not going to be conducive with keeping a very healthy body weight. So when you're making this many free radicals, it's really hard to get that much antioxidants in your diet. You know, when I did a test on my mitochondria several years ago, I found that my mitochondria were very poorly functioning. And you never know exactly how you get there. It's probably accumulation of many different things over time. But one of my best guesses is I was really into doing excessive workouts. So I was marathon training. I did a couple of Ironman triathlons. I was doing very long exercise and thinking of like calories in versus calories out and my ultimate goal of maintaining a healthy number on the scale, I would go for a really long run. I would come home and reward myself with things like donuts. right? And so my body was screaming for antioxidants because with all of that energy I had burnt from marathon training, I was creating a whole bunch of free radicals and then eating something like a donut when I get back. I'm certainly not squelching any of those free radicals. I'm actually creating more of them by what I'm choosing to eat in my diet. And over time, that diminished my mitochondrial supply. It's a slow fade. I didn't notice anything right to begin with. It seemed like it was working until it wasn't working and my energy got low and I started to feel worse and worse. So oxidative stress is key, and you want to have this well managed if you want to live your absolute best life. So, I wanted to tell you about two supplements that I have that are part of my Best Life bundle, which are the 5 supplements that I put all of my patients on after they finish working with me. And they're also the 5 supplements that really anybody can take if they're wanting to uplevel their health. And they're the 5 that I take every single day. My husband takes every single day too. But 2 of the 5 certainly pertain to what we just talked about right now. The first is Daily Multi-Complete. And I'll tell you, the name for this could be something else because it is so much more than a multivitamin. It has a lot of nutrients that help the mitochondria function at their absolute best. Okay. So it's got lipoic acid, it's got carnitine, um, all the B vitamins. I mean, it is really, really robust. And I'll tell you what, I can tell a difference with my energy. Now, the dose for this is 2 to 4 per day. And you really want to take those earlier in the day rather than later in the day. So I take 2 in the morning and I take 2 at lunchtime. And it really makes a big difference. So I love this for keeping my mitochondria healthy. The other one that's part of my bundle that I take every day that pertains to what we're talking about here is this little teeny tiny bottle called Daily Vitamin E Isomers. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, but this is a tocotrienol instead of a tocopherol, which is 50 times more potent than regular vitamin E. This is a tiny little red pill, and it packs a lot of punch for binding all of these free radicals up. So, of course, I try to get a lot of these in my diet, and I do still exercise, but my exercise is a lot more moderate than it used to be. And this is how I'm keeping my mitochondria healthy and how I'm trying to keep myself looking younger. I'm 50 now, and you know, I don't want to look like I'm 50 and I don't want to look older than 50, but I also don't want to use lots of toxic things in my body or on my skin to make me look younger. And so doing it naturally is a lot more work, but I also think it's worth it. I hope this helps. Have a beautiful week.